there are certain black people, usually within the conservative Republican Party, that don't believe that they don't want reparations. That's fine.
Like a scrub needing pennies, how you sew up the block. Real major moves, moving major, let them hate you. A player with their rage, use the game to you the mayor. Lasagna shoulder layers, give it up when you get grayer. Wealthy be your neighbors on resorts, keep paper. If you got it, better flash that. More numbers than the NASDAQ. It's your boy King Richard, aka the God of Rap, from Creative Minds Entertainment. That's KME. If you don't know, I swear you know now. You know, something else that's really been on my noodle a whole lot lately. Not that noodle, this noodle. Is the R word. And no, I'm not talking about that R word. I'm talking about the R word of reparations. Now, as we know, the talks of reparations are continuous in the black community here and there for decades and decades. Until they become law, we're just talking, right? Until they're actually passed in law or in legislation, we're just talking.
It looks like cash payments for foundational black Americans, the same thing that Native Americans get. Native Americans, they get cash payments, they get casinos, they get free medical care.
Right.
They get all types of perks and benefits from the federal government, and foundational black Americans need to get the same thing.
Yeah. Kind of sidestepping the obvious.
Because we keep letting them sidestep us, because we keep letting them talk us into this minority coalition. Whenever we start talking about what we need as black people, they say, sure, we'll do it for all minorities. Mm-hmm. And we go along with that thinking that there's this coalition that will push. So if all of these other groups get something, it's going to come to us too. And that always backfires on us.
What I don't understand is, how are we going to tackle the legislation problem of reparations when we can't even do black unity? Until we do black unity right, we can't talk about reparations. And I'm not saying that we don't deserve reparations. There are certain black people, usually within the conservative Republican Party, that don't believe that they don't want reparations. That's fine. You don't want your reparation check. You don't want your college funds or what have you. Whatever form they're talking about giving reparations, actually, if you don't want it as a black person, that's fine. Pass it on to the next black person that could use this, that can benefit them and uplift their family in the future, right? We're talking about generational wealth that was stripped from black folk, right? Everyone else, like I said before, got this type of reparations, right? Our economics are failing in inner cities. Our economics are horrible. Our financial literacy is getting better, but still we need the same type of resources that white America has gotten. And that can balance things out better as well. Plus, if you give reparation to black folks, you don't have to worry about black folks saying you never done anything for them, or you never leveled the playing field.
Cannot pass policy if somebody doesn't vote for it. So rather than asking those to continue to align with us, let's put our own candidates in the mix. And if that means you have to run 2, 3, 4, 5 times, keep on running until we make something happen.
Okay. Real quick, I want to come back with one question. I'm going to come to Camila real quick. Do you think that black people should vote for any candidate who is either non-committal or against reparations? Tess.
Hell no, excuse me. It's Sunday, pardon me. It's not good enough to just be black. We have plenty of candidates, plenty of people who are in charge of leadership that's black.
Compelled us to get secret and quiet about the shit we do. And I love this because this galvanizes us, but the white folks don't need to know everything we talking about. The United States government does not need to know every move you're gonna make, and you should be making moves on a local level.
With black people and their spending habits, if you gave us reparations, more than likely we would take that money and go and circulate it right back into the Jewish, into the Native American, into the Asian American, into the European American, to the Caucasian American population. We would donate, not donate, that's the wrong word. We would circulate that money right back into y'all community before we even think about keeping what, 5-10% of that wealth within our community and circulating it. I know this for a fact because I know black spending habits. There's research all over the place on black demographics of how black people spend their money, right? And most of our money as black people is spent outside of our community. Now, I can hear somebody in the Republican Party saying, there
goes your reparations right there.
That's not the same thing. That's just spending habits. Okay? Any black person should be for reparations that is from America. Obviously. If everyone else can give reparations, we should too. Black people as a whole are not united. We are not united enough to really demand or ask for reparations. We're not. We're highly disorganized. And then that is actually a smaller problem in a black America versus what we really need to be worried about, which is black on black crime. Now, you want to say there's no such thing as black on black crime. Be for real. There's a such thing as white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime, Native American on Native American crime, anything you could think of, Mexican on Mexican crime. There is a such thing. But as black Americans or as black folks, we need to be more concerned with what we're doing to each other, because that's our largest problem. And it's been our largest problem for almost 40, 50 years. Yes, we know about white supremacy. Yes, we know about Jim Crow. Yes, we know about slavery. Yes, we know about all those things that have stopped us and halted our progress. But for a long time, it's been us halting our progress. And we've done little to nothing about it. Little to nothing about it. So until we fix black America ourselves, we don't really need to be overly worried about reparations. But no vote, no reparations.